Would you date an opposite 6 version of yourself? Why and why not? Absolutely. Assuming there's any physical attraction, we enjoy the same things, have similar standards, care about the same people, it'd be a good match. Are all of my traits awesome for dating? No. But I of all people can understand them and where she'd be coming from. And no one is more used to living with me and the consequences of that than I am. It's a good deal, I think. At worst, we both learn a lot about ourselves and we grow as people. I think it'd work out. But if it didn't, well, it was fun trying. 2 shy people, neither of whom is ready to speak first. Not likely. Hell no, even I don't have that low of standards. Yeah, she'd probably know all the best taco places. That loser, maybe. I actually did, for a while, date a girl that was like my mirror copy, not physically, but personality, worldview, attitude, opinions. At college, hit it off amazingly, had so much in common, literally completing each other's sentences from get-go, living the dream. But over the years, it ruined our relationship. It was an echo chamber. If there ever was a situation I couldn't handle, she couldn't either, and it would blow up. I couldn't appreciate the good in her, because I was used to it in myself. Went our separate ways shortly after college. I still remember our time together fondly, but unless you both are the perfect human being, that kind of relationship doesn't work. Duck yeah. Self-CEST is best CEST. Lol no, I did the girl Snapchat filter and I looked exactly like my sister. Plus I'm gay anyways. After being in a relationship with someone I had nothing in common with, it'd be cool if I had my depression under control. I'd date Mila Mayo. In terms of personality, we do great together. Finally, someone who understands what I mean when I say spend time alone together. Ideally she'd be as into building random it as I am. Not to mention doing hallucinogens with myself would be pretty fun. Now, the problem would be that I'm a pretty shallow person. I'm not bad looking, so hopefully she wouldn't be either. But it's possible she may decide that I'm not hot enough. Or maybe she'll look just like me. And even if I'm not a bad looking dude, I'd make an ugly woman. Sure, I get along great with myself. The major downside would be though, there would be no covering for each other's weaknesses and complementing each other's strengths. I'm already horrible enough as is. The world isn't ready for trouble. Make it double. That's literally what I'm looking for in a woman. As a gay guy, I'd have to say no. Yes, because he'd have a job and love to cuddle. Nor she would be a ducking nutcase. No, I generally rely on other people to keep the conversation going. With 2 me's, it's gonna be a whole lot of silence. Yeah, I like that. Too. Cool, comma. No way, if I ever made him mad, he would start doing the silent treatment. I'd then do a silent treatment when I realize I was receiving the silent treatment. We would both die without ever talking to each other again without even knowing exactly why that was. I think I'm a fun, well-rounded individual who has my life put together. I'd totally love to hang out with me. Plus, having the same views on money management would be a great bonus. Nope, we'd technically be brother-sister. Plus we'd have exactly the same background history, with exactly the same thoughts, etc. That sounds incredibly boring. The fact that my wife is her own person, with unique perspectives, is a big part of why I like her so much. Yeah sure, but it's gonna be ruined after our first fight. The itch knows all my insecurities. No one else wants to sleep with me, so I'd pity duck myself. In terms of physical appearance, hell no. Personality wise though, well actually still gonna have to pass. Hell yes. Same interests, same hobbies, same mindset. It would be perfect. Only downside would be that neither of us would be able to cook. Full stop. Nah, she would not have her it together. Plot twist, the opposite 6 version of yourself looks exactly the same as you except for the genitals. No, my wife would be opposed. I'm not trying to date someone who cheats all of the time. Oh hell no, my husband balances me out. Two anxiety and caffeine fueled control freaks in a relationship is asking for trouble. I'm a female. Certainly yes. It's good to share same interests, same moral and same weak sides. He wouldn't be annoyed because of things I do, and I wouldn't be mad at him. He wouldn't assume me to do thing I hate and vice versa. He'd always look good, never smoke or get drunk as ducking pig. Yes, the perfect boyfriend for me is me, but in male body. This thread just reinforces what a piece of it I am, because I would definitely not date myself, especially not a female version. I'd be overweight, grumpy, underaccomplished, and unkempt. I do. I'm happy. She is happy too. Probably not. I tend to clash terribly with similar personalities. I can only imagine the fireworks that'd come from interacting with a personality that's exactly the same. We'd either get along famously or hate each other completely. Either way the six would be good. I already was an opposite six version of myself and I decided I didn't want that anymore, so I think I'm good. Nope, not a chance. I wouldn't want to out my second self through my it. No, obviously, you want to have something in common with the person you're dating, but I'd rather have someone who complements balances out with my personality. No, my opposite six version of me would be really fun to hang out with, but not stable enough for a long-term thing. I need someone to counterbalance my personal deficiencies, someone who has their it together and acts responsible and cares about their career, stuff like that. Dating the opposite six version of me would result in feeding each other's negative characteristics until we end up blasted out of our minds in Vegas gambling away every cent we have. Me and my so are very different and have different interests and ideas about how to spend time. Sometimes that causes conflict, but it's a manageable kind of conflict and I deeply value the more important ways in which she is different than me. Well, no. First because I'm married, and second because, since I'm an identical twin, I already know how mommy ends up, more or less. I'd love to talk to said person, compare notes, and just generally chit chat. My wife would probably find it equal parts fascinating and freaky, but no, not dating, just good friends. My son would love the new auntie though, I'd bet. Nope, our combined laziness would guarantee nothing ever gets accomplished. Yeah right, I don't date sluts, I just duck 'em. Sure, wanna hang out and watch football? 6 during halftime? Let's do that. Cool. Or, wanna hang out today? Not really. I'm just gonna hang out by myself today. Cool. I know the feeling. I'll do the same. So simple. I mean, as long as we're not actually twins or clones or anything. Not interested in incest. But a woman who's basically me in terms of personality, likes, life goals, then hell yeah. Honestly, a big deterrent to me dating anybody is the fact that I'm planning on moving to another country in 2 years. Being with someone equally as passionate about that move and overcoming the language hurdles together would be awesome. I'd prefer if they had slightly different career goals though. Researching the exact same thing would likely get to be bothersome. I'm trans and kinda see the character I was playing as something like a twin. Based on dreams, I apparently would do a lot more than date him. Oh boy, the therapy I get. I would have too, because only I know what floats my boat. That would break my rule against sticking D in crazy. No way, I definitely need someone who knows how to fix things and likes yard work. Dating myself would mean we'd do nothing but drink wine and watch Netflix and go on Reddit. Moment of silence for the gays. Or my right hand is the opposite six version of myself. There's a lot of friction in that relationship. No, same six though. That's whole different birthday. Nope, I'm gay. No idea if the alternate version of me would also be gay and thus attracted to women or would retain my attraction to men. But either way, that's not a relationship that's gonna end well for either of me. Since she would be a lesbian, I don't think she'd want to date me. Neither I her. I'm gay so probably wouldn't be as enjoyable. No, cause I ducking hate myself. This should bring out the question. Since you wouldn't want this of yourself, why would others want this about you? Yeah. 1. Pussy. 2. She's probably as retarded as me. That just sounds like masturbating with extra steps. Ibex Oikat has entered the chat. Whoa, absolutely. In fact, it's the majority of the actionable practical advice I get from people who have honest relationship advice for me. They say that I should get with a depressed person with Crohn's disease who has severe social anxiety and is aromantic and wants a best friend for life, is self-sacrificing and interested in giving pleasure, is able to take care of themselves and works on themselves every day, but then they go into nonsense about how the man is the provider and has to have a job and a car and an education and enjoy life, while the woman has absolutely no such responsibilities. And I call BS, and then I begin to wish deeply that the female version of me would exist so that I can stop being miserable alone and we would build intelligent robot people together and rule the world. People can be so deluded that it makes me want to throw up and declare myself as a different species. No. I'm gay and also the worst. I essentially have, and it was not healthy. Our similarities and shared habits compounded on each other and it was like trying to put out a dumpster fire with pressurized petrol. Super hot and fun for a while, but wholly unsustainable. Yeah, probably. I'd also date a same-sex version of myself. We have all the same kinks. I'd date same-sex me in a heartbeat. I'm a dream. I'm not really a dating person, so the gender-bent version of me probably wouldn't be either. Would I live with her, sit at home doing nerdy stuff with her, and regularly have sex with her? Hell yes. But I suspect she could do way better than me. Sounds appealing on the surface, but honestly I think we'd both spiral out of control. It'd be fun for a while but pretty sure we'd end up drowning in a pool of our own vomit. Need someone to balance out my ittiness and able to tell me when I'm being a red-hole. If I hadn't so that agreed with everything I said or did, it'd be utter chaos. Absolutely. I mean, we'd have the fetishes. I'm kind of a slut, so totally. Only if I get to be the guy. Too gay for that it. Sorry, but same-sex version of myself is a different story. No, I mean if we had a lot of similarities in personalities. Sure. But not in terms of looks. I am attracted to femininity, not to masculinity. So a female version of me would be pretty masculine. And that's not my cup of tea. No, because I'm a lesbian. Nah, sorry. Oh hell no, that guy would be way too much ducked up. Thankfully, I like to think that my current so is theoretically the opposite sex version of myself already. I wouldn't. Why? Because I'm gay. Nope, I'm pretty homosexual. I've seen someone who had a very similar personality and humor to me. That was scary for me looking on from the outside. She was very attractive though, so I guess it literally is the opposite of me. Nope, doesn't pass the olive test. No way, I look insane and I am obnoxious and annoying. I definitely would. I get along great with myself. Nope, I ain't paying for their weed habit. This is assuming my opposite sex version of me had the girl equivalent of my traits and also assuming it wouldn't lead to horrible inbreeding. Probably. We'd probably end up doing insane stuff and I'd want people on my page. No, that's disgusting. I'm gay. No, I'm gay. I just date me. Hell yes. She'd be a sure thing. Absolutely. I hate myself as it is. But having someone as horny as me all the time, but still enjoy all the same things and do everything together? That's perfect-imo. Absolutely not. Not only am I gay but I'm also hideous. No, because I'm gay and also I suck. But for real, the best thing about a relationship is having different strengths that make up for each other's flaws. I can't do this thing but he can. And I can do these other things that he can't. Together we form a fully functioning adult. No, Because I hate myself so much. And I'm a lesbian lomeo. There's barely room for one cribber bitch in this relationship with myself. 2 over emotional nut jobs? No thank you.